Good evening, you guys. Good evening. I'm probably a minute early. Probably a minute. Anyway, my name is Marlene, and in case we haven't met yet, and this is Marley Grace Creations. I don't know why the first 10 seconds of when a live starts, it's just crazy. It's awkward. It's hard to do. So if I ever like stutter or stammer around, it's because, oh my gosh, that first 10 seconds is crazy. Anyway, for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Marlene, and this is Marley Grace Creations. Welcome to my page. Hey, Emma Kay. Hey, Amy. How are you? Lynetta. And Helen. Hey, you guys. I'm going to make a pretty pumpkin tonight. Hey, Ava. A friend of mine came up to me at church tonight, and she said, I fell asleep watching your live last night. I didn't feel good. She said, so as soon as I got off of work today, I started watching it. She said, I was cracking up. And so she had stayed behind at work, and she said people were looking at her like she was crazy. And one girl said, what are you laughing at? She said, a friend of mine was doing a live last night, and she said it was hilarious. We had a good time, though, didn't we? We had a good time. Anyway, you know, today I look over there at those two pumpkins, and they are kind of cute. I think they are, and they're going to be cute outside. So don't tell me I'm frozen, Emma. No way. No way. I'm frozen. Oh, y'all. Am I frozen for anybody else? Hey, Michael Lee. How are you? Let me move some of this stuff out of my way. So we're going to do a, not froze there. Good, Helen. Good. We're going to do a neutral pumpkin tonight, but it's going to be pretty. It's going to be sweet. Hey, Sarah. How are you? Okay. Let's see. 10 of you so far. Awesome, y'all. If you see the live button right there, then you know I'm live. If you're watching me right now and that live button is not up there, then you know you're watching the replay. If you'll just let me know you are, I'd appreciate it. And if you guys think you're following me, go up to this side of your screen, and there's 3 little dots. You can touch my nose, you can touch my glasses, whatever, and it'll pop up. And you just check and see if you're following me, because sometimes we think we're following people and we're not. Oh my gosh, thank you, Emma, for the stars. Thank you, girl. So, hey, Sheila. So sometimes I think I am and I'm not. And I stop, you know, I'm not following people. After a while, I'll be like, well, wonder what happened to her, and wonder why I'm not seeing her. And so I'll find their page. Sure enough, I'm not. I don't know how or why, what causes Facebook to take us or people away from us, but they do. I don't know what the rule of thumb is for that. But anyway, every now and then, not just me, just people in general, go check and see if you're following some of the people that you love to watch. Just sometime when you have a minute, just go find those people. Look at their page, check it out, and see if you're following them. Because if you haven't seen them, wild chances are you're not. So, all right, we're going to do this sweet little pumpkin tonight. Let me get you straightened out and get you, let me get you down just a little bit. There we go. This pumpkin was white. I have one. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Lynn. I have one coat of cashew on this pumpkin, and I'll show you why in just a little bit why I chose this color. But I just want this pumpkin to be just really, really sweet and neutral. So this is going to be a prissy pumpkin of sorts. So, hi, Lynn. Agnew. Agnew. I don't think I've seen that last name. Have you been on my lives before? Are you brand new? If you're brand new, let me know. And you guys, if any of you at home are just hanging out somewhere watching while you're watching TV or while you're reading a book or laying in the bed while you're watching a movie or something, let me know that you're watching. Just say, hey, I'm watching you, whatever, because Facebook needs to know that. And another thing, if you love what you're seeing, all the hearts down here, you guys, that float up around, make sure you do those. Don't ask me why lately it's important, but I've been told it is. So now that we have all the housekeeping out of the way, we're going to do a pumpkin. It's good to see you. All right, you guys, I did this earlier, so if it looks like it came out really easy, it did. It's not so easy to pull these out. Excuse me, when you first get them, and I had to pry a little bit, and it kind of popped a little of that out, and then I just pushed it back in. So, and then you end up with this, and that's okay. If you use it, great. If not, put it in your stash. Don't throw it away, because like last night, I needed one, right? Tonight, we're going to use that one. But, in the meantime, I'm just going to get another coat. I have one coat of cashew on this, and it's just a really thin coat. And you can see through it. You guys can't tell it, but I can. So I'm just going to get a thin coat, and that should do it. This is going to be pretty quick, I think, tonight, y'all. I'm not sure. You know how things change. Hey, Trish. And some of you who are on here who were in my private group, after we are done here tonight with this pumpkin, I'm going to come over to our private group, because y'all, it's first of the month and we need to draw a happy box, right? Finally got a chance to sit down. Good. Good. But we do need to pull a name for a happy box. And I thought about it last night, and it was upstairs and I was downstairs. So anyway, Caroline is here tonight. Maybe we'll just let her draw again. But anyway. Hey, Diane. Yes, it is, Emma. It's already, I'm telling you what, these months come quick. Come quick. I'm going to use this sheet because nothing sticks to that. And that way when I set this down, it's the bottom is painted, but it's not going to stick to the Teflon sheet. Diane, sorry, sweet girl. It's in my private group. We do that once a month. We have a napkin club in my private group. And we draw a name every month for a happy box, and I just put all kinds of sweet stuff in there all during the month. If I make molds, I add a few, or new napkin, whatever. And so somebody gets that sweet box. So, okay, let me dry this. And you guys, when you're, sorry, Diane. You guys, when you're drying your pumpkins, remember that styrofoam in there. And what's on the outside is a very thin coat of vinyl. So if you dry your pumpkins too close or too long, you're probably going to end up with some dimples on your pumpkin. Now, occasionally I like those in a few places. I don't like my whole pumpkin to look like that. I think it's kind of realistic. But this is a really thin coat of paint, so it's going to dry pretty quick. And I don't remember where I got this pumpkin. It was left over from last year in my box. Oh no, Nancy. It's not storming here tonight. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. They finished my roof today. And so I'm not going to hear any beating all day long. And it's been driving my dogs crazy. But I think that is over. It's just about there. I'm just seeing a few tiny little shiny spots, y'all. I love this color. It's not white. You know, you think about it being white. It's not. really. It is a creamy, it's an antique white to me, cashew, and I put it in this bottle because I love squirting paint out of those bottles, putting them in jars and open those jars and they're getting stuck and all that. My dad's doing great. I talked to him earlier, and he said, when he answered the phone, he says, well, hey, Marlene. And I'm like, wow. I said, Dad, you sound like you feel great. He said, I do. I'm sitting on the porch eating a bowl of ice cream. So I'm like, yes. So he's doing great. I'm so glad. Every day I just cross my fingers and say a sweet prayer because we never know. Okay. This came out of that, but I'm going to leave it out for a little bit. And the reason I chose this color is because I looked at this flower today and I'm like, gosh, wouldn't that be pretty in the top of a pumpkin? Hey, Margaret. And I'm going to take these leaves off. I'm going to try and take the center out of this so I can get that stem back in. I don't know if I have success with that. We'll see. Hey, Kathy Bender. Hey, Michael. I might use this. We'll see. So I'm just going to leave that off for right now. I need to take the center out if I can. Let's see how this thing is made through and through. I think it's all hot glued together. Hold on just a minute. Oh, I can take it apart this way, and I'll be able to use these somewhere in there. Where's my scissors? Hey, Carolyn. And this cashew to me is a real, it's kind of an antique-y white. It's got a little bit of a tan, beige, gold in there. It's a vintage white to me. If I want something white but not really white, that's kind of my go-to color. I've painted furniture and all kinds of stuff with cashew. I love it. Now, if I want something more white, I always go to plaster. I dropped one. Hold on a minute. I always go to plaster. And this is by Waverly. I'm just going to set those aside in case I decide to use them in a little bit. Okay, I want to try and get this center out of here. I'm not sure if I can. Surely to goodness, it was put together. It's got to come apart. I'm sure I can get it apart. I might have to glue it back together. Hey, look at that. Yes, I can. Yoo-hoo. Look at that. I can use that for something. That would be cute in the middle. All right, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I have that out of there, and I have a place now for my stem here in a little bit. So we're going to put that right there. I don't want to get it near the hole because I've got that stem is going to go back in there. And I don't really want a ton of hot glue showing, so I need to try and get it right in the middle. Because if not, then it's not going to go where it needs to go. Okay. I'm doing great, Margaret. I hope you're feeling better too. I hope you're still doing well. Okay, isn't that cute? And I love these colors together. And again, that's the reason I chose this color, because it's just neutral. I'm going to add some pearls, and I may put this leaf back in there. I think I probably will. We'll see. Let's see if they need to go around the sides. I think I like it there. Okay. Let me make sure that's getting stuck. It is. Okay. Now I'm just going to put, let's see, I have some pearls. I've already cut some of these pearls, and I really want to put them freezing in and out. My goodness. Is it storming, Sue, where you are? It's always something right. And it's not storming here. It's really, really good here, so it's not here. I want to put these rows of pearls on top of the rib, not in the cracks between them. Not freezing for you. Good. You've got to do this kind of quick because as soon as that, in fact, it might have just dried. As soon as that hot glue dries, that is it for that. These pearls are hard to keep straight. They want to twist. So it might take a hot minute to get all these pearls on there. Hey, Susan. Not stormy, just hot. Oh, freezing as in cold. You know what? This is not holding these pearls. I might have to use a different kind of glue. Let me check it just a minute and see. Yeah, I just have to do it kind of fast. He's doing good, Michael. Okay, there's one. Hey, Donna Waters. Sometimes turntables are not your best friend. Most of the times they are, but in this case it's not. It is. It's a burlap flower, Susan. I looked at that today. I've had it up on my top shelf for a long time. I was in Hobby Lobby and picked up several of these burlap flowers. I only picked one each because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. I actually thought I would copy them and make some, and I still might. Let me cut this off. Well, I tell you, this hot glue cools very fast on these pumpkins, on this paint. Thank you, Susan. I think it's going to be sweet. Last night, I was saying this earlier. A friend of mine was on today. She couldn't watch all the live last night, and so she was on there as soon as she got off of work today. And she said she started watching it. And then all of a sudden, I was talking about how ugly my pumpkin was. And she's dying laughing. And people at work were going, "What are you laughing about?" She said, a friend of mine made a pumpkin. And she's talking about how ugly it is. But they turned out cute after all. I got up this morning and looked at those little things sitting over there. And they are kind of cute. So they turned out good after all. Y'all, this is that slow process. You just have to take your time. I'm not doing every rib. I might, but right now I'm just trying to get these. They did end up cute. getting these about the same amount of parts, what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, that's hot. And stringy. They did end up cute. But, that's sure not the norm for me to do those. But, you know, I watched a girl do them, and I thought, gosh, how cute these are. That cannot be so hard to do. Well, the stem was horrible. But I'm glad I had some extra little pumpkin stems in my stash. See, that's hanging just a little bit. I need to get a little bit of that off. Is anyone decorating for fall yet? In your house? I have not started yet. I'm always anxious to, though. I love fall. That's my favorite season. I love the fall colors. I like all the straw bales you see around, and pumpkins decorated all kinds of ways, and all the different colors that they use for pumpkins. Of course, I loved it when all the pumpkins were orange. I didn't mind that either. Usually do in August. I'm doing these early. So, I hadn't decided if I'm going to have an auction like I did last year, or stick them in my booth, or what. I don't know. Hey, Shelly. Shelly's the one that was cracking up. She's the one that told me that at church tonight about dying laughing at my live last night. She was watching today. Okay, let's see. How close apart am I getting here? Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get this one this way. I'm not really going by certain ribs or whatever on these because they're not even. They're not exact, you know, apart. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it and keeping it. Shelly, I just told them the story just a few minutes ago about you laughing at my live last night, talking about how ugly the pumpkin was. Boy, that hot glue don't want to come off once you get it on there, though. I have one more row of this. I've got Sweet Little Caroline tonight. Elisa. Am I saying that right, Elisa? Elisa Dawn Designs. if you guys are in here under your page name, if you'll do me a favor and come back under your regular name and put your page name, your business name in parentheses. So we want to know who you are. But Facebook has got to where they will just totally stop your algorithm. I don't know when all this mess started, but that's okay. I forget to. As a matter of fact, I don't follow a lot of people under my regular page name, and I've got to go and do that because that's the reason I don't get notifications. I don't wonder if Facebook does that on purpose. Thank you. From what I understand, it's supposed to help. I don't know. Last night I got kicked off. It says your broadcast has ended. I'm like, what? So, okay, that's not quite exact. I think I have more space. I need one more right there. One more right there. Apparently you knew what I was talking about, right? It's just always seems so complicated. Everything does. Might have been better off if I'd used like some kind of tacky glue or something, but has to go out and come back in. Who the person okay, I think I have all this. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. I mean, you'd have to, you know, really examine the pumpkin. So I put it on the outside of the ribs, and that's just strings. You did. I did. Susan, was that you, Susan? Was that your page? I don't know you at all on that page. So Susan Hicks, me too. Sandy Smith. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Susan. Okay. Okay, these are just the little pearls that you get. What page came up? Let me check it out here, honey. Let me see. Lisa Dawn Designs. Lisa Dawn Designs. Is that you? Okay. Y'all, I think I might want to put these leaves back right there. And yes, I do. No, not me. Okay. I'm off. I'm way off, y'all. Way off. So, I don't know. I'm going to put these leaves back. I'm going to put the ugly side down because, yikes. Let me go ahead and stick this in there because I know I will get it off track. Let me get that back in there. In and out a lot. Oh my gosh. Hicks Chicks. Well, that's not going to go all the way in there because that is smaller than this, but we're going to fix that. Not a problem. Okay. Now I have some of these. I love these sweet little things, so we're going to try and tuck some of those in there. These little pearl things. I like using these on some of these fancier pumpkins. Y'all, this is a very easy. Hey, Cleo. How are you? This is a very, very fast and easy pumpkin. If you want to do something really quick for somebody as a gift, or do a bunch of these for your, like a craft bazaar or something like that, these are easy. Of course, you have to find, Hadiwana, thank you. You have to find just the right size pumpkin, and it has to have a really good stem. And these you get at Hobby Lobby. You've probably seen these in the, it was white, Donna, but it was white. And I painted it cashew. So now it's more of an ecru, like a antique white. And I did it because I wanted it to pretty much blend with this flower. I already had this flower. In fact, I've had this flower a very long time and haven't used it. And I just looked up there today and went, I bet that will look pretty on top of a pumpkin. So I laid it on here, and sure enough, I'm just kind of holding some of these little pearl things. But back to that, you get a ton of these in the wedding section. And hey, Sherry, using for the stem. The stem was on the pumpkin. I pulled the stem off, and then I took the flower apart. And then the leaves were underneath the flower. But I want the leaves back on top because I want it around the stem. So this stem was already on this pumpkin. And I guess I got this pumpkin at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember. Because the ones from the Dollar Tree, the $3 pumpkins, are really good pumpkins. But they're bigger. Hey, Cheryl. They're bigger than this. And I have a few little extra leaves. And since, let's see, I might do that. Yes, since I have some space right there around that stem, I'm just going to stick some more petals. Thank you, Margaret. I want to hold that till it stays right there. Hey, Florida. How are you? Let's see. I like the way that looks. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, you know, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people, but it's me that y'all haven't seen because I have been gone. I've been taking care of my dad a lot lately, so. But I'm glad to be back. I hope he's on the mend. I think he is. And then I can be here more again. Thank you, Sherry. I'm doing is putting stuff back and using every bit of what I had. And all I'm using is some pearls, a flower. Took the flower apart, put the leaves on top. There was one row of leaves or petals underneath. I'm using those for leaves or more petals or whatever you want to call it right here. Mainly because the stem didn't go back exactly like I wanted it, because it's going back in a smaller hole. It's pretty good though, so I'm tucking some of these under there. I'm glad you watched the replay. Let me know when you watch the replay. Make sure I know you're there. Let me get one more right here. I want these to kind of stand up a little bit, so I'm kind of holding them till they set. One thing about these pumpkins too, they're easy to ship and they're so light. So, okay. See, isn't that pretty in there? Look how lacy it looks. This is more vintage looking to me. This is more my alley than the ones from last night. Of course, you know, everybody has different taste, and the ones from last night though were like to light up, and I'll take them outside and use them this summer sitting outside. Let me just get some of my strings gone. I thought about putting some gold or something on the stem, but I think it looks good just like it is. I don't think I need to do anything to that stem. So you guys, you know what? Not even an hour. And this is done. Let me go over this to get rid of my glue strings. You guys, if you have glue strings everywhere, you can use your heat tool and go over them and they'll just disappear. Most of the time. Depends on where they are. Reminds me of getting rid of spider webs. Let's see, Watchcrafters lately, the devil has been trying hard to steal my peace and my joy. Oh no. Are you okay, Kathy? Oh, don't let him steal anything from you. Okay, can y'all think of anything this might need? I don't think it needs one thing. I love it just like it is. So there you go. Here is medium to small pumpkin. There you go. And y'all, I use this a lot in my kitchen and different stuff. This is a dessert glass thing, sherbet glass, whatever, from Dollar Tree, and a Dollar Tree plate. And I glued these together several years ago, so I use them for a lot of stuff. Anyway, it needs to go in a box mailed to Zebulon. Bless your heart. So anyway, there you go, guys. Simple, simple. It's so simple and absolutely elegant in my opinion. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. She is done. So all you need is a pumpkin, some pearls from the Dollar Tree. And let me show you how they come. I cut them apart if I can find some. Well, I don't have a whole bunch of them, but they come like 4 or 5 in a row, you know, and I just cut them apart and use what I need. So I use them all the time. And so I took the stem out of the pumpkin. I took the flower apart. I put the leaves from underneath on top so they'd be closer to the stem. And then I put the stem back. Now, if I had it to do over again, I would make sure that the hole in this flower was a little bigger so that stem would do. But I like it like it is. So it was kind of one of those happy accidents. Thanks for the stars, Emma Kay. Thank you. Hey, Elaine. Okay, and you guys in my private group, I need you to go to the private group when I'm done here. We got a box to give away. So it's the 1st of the month. So I need all of y'all to be there, okay? I'll see you over there in about 5 minutes. All right, you guys, if you're watching me right now and you see that live button, of course you know I've been live, but if you're watching me right now and that live button is not there, chances are it won't be. I have been live and now you're watching the replay. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask and let me know you've been there. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be back on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock right here to do another pumpkin. All right. Good night.